What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 2 of the Live at Night podcast. After we've been gone for, forever. But anyway, I'm here today with FentonZ Slayer, Eben the Fourth, per synchro. And a little bit later, we're going to be having our friend CJ come along. You may know him as Something69. And does anybody want to go first for what we've been playing?
Okay. I haven't been really playing too much new video games, especially not like Advanced Warfare or I haven't even been playing the new Battlefield beta, the Battlefield Hardline beta. But what I have been playing is a lot of the MW3, and I'm trying to get back into my swing of Call of Duty, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's actually been pretty fun. I'm doing all right in it. I guess you could say I'm doing right.
Yeah, you've been trying to get into the competitive scene again, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, 3v3s, 2v2s, league play on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, definitely.
MLG, the usual.
Well, I mean, we want to do it, though. That's another thing, too. Next year, for anybody who's watching right now, too, next year we do plan on doing COD competitive, and actually competing in... I think it's MLG TV that does it.
Yep. MLG,
yeah, it's
and
MLG
MLG
TV.
tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay,
what about
so-
you, Eben?
Okay, so pretty much what I've been playing. Bruce, okay, so this is going to be a later on story, but anyway, me and Bruce account shared, and I got a whole bunch of games. I've been playing BioShock, Sleeping Dogs, and lately Black Ops 2, so...
My god, all at once, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. How are you liking, not Sleeping Dogs, but what was the other one you said? BioShock, right?
BioShock,
Infinite?
yeah.
Yeah, how are you
I've
liking
played
that
Infinite.
one?
Oh, dude, BioShock's badass. Love the storyline.
Yeah, because, I didn't get super far into BioShock Infinite. I don't know why it is, but I have this really horrible habit of, starting games and and not finishing them. I normally do come back to them, and then eventually I finish them, but... I don't know, I got about halfway through BioShock Infinite. All I can say is that you're really going to love it. It's a solid game. Alright, what about you, Colton? What have you been playing?
I've been playing the new Hardline beta. Really fun. Playing it right now, actually. And, I don't know, it's just been a really fun playing it. I've been playing Modern Warfare with Pro Synchro, a little bit of Black Ops, and that's pretty much it.
What do you think of, with Battlefield Hardline anyway? Do you feel like it's really different from 4? Or do you think it's kind of the same? Because a lot of people are saying that it was kind of just a Battlefield 4 mod. What do you think?
I'm the worst person to ask this, because I've never played,
Can I add
never
my
played
stuff
it.
in there?
Go for it.
Alright, so it definitely does look like a mod. I'm not gonna lie, it really does. Just a mod added new weapons, but it's actually pretty cool. I don't know, I played that one too with my friend, I think a couple of days ago, I think day 1 release of it. But yeah, it was pretty fun. Nothing really that bad about it.
I'm curious because I really don't know if we actually even have anybody here who tried out the original, but does anybody remember back, I don't even remember what time exactly this was, but I think it was late last year, I want to say, or maybe in mid last year, but anyway, they had the Battlefield Hardline Alpha, or maybe it was just another beta, but they had another one last year. Yeah, Alpha. Did anybody play that one?
Yeah.
Or?
No, I haven't. I've seen it on, Steam.
Wait, the
okay.
Battlefield 4 beta?
No, Battlefield 4, or not Battlefield 4, what do I keep on... I'm sorry if I'm saying that, but no, I mean Battlefield Hardline. Beta, the one that came out before.
Oh, was that the one where, everybody was falling through the map?
I don't know. Let's move on. I was hoping that maybe one of you guys had played it, and then we could compare and contrast the way it was a year ago to now. But I guess nobody here's played it. But anyway, what I've been playing is I actually recently just finished I Am Alive. I really enjoyed that game, and I for the longest bit of time anyway, I had been stuck on it on the last mission, because I don't know why the last mission's actually really freaking hard. They take away basically all of your ammo in that game. And in that game, it's really hard to get bullets, so that really pissed me off. And you give it to the main character's mother, so it's stupid. But It was a fun game, pretty solid story. The only thing I would complain about is I'm really disappointed that they didn't decide to make that game into like a full $60 retail game when it came out, because it's way, way, way too short, but yeah.
Really good, though.
Yeah, definitely. It was solid. So, Eben, was there a specific topic that you wanted to start off on, or?
Let me see here. Yeah, I guess we could go on about the beta, I guess, for Battlefield 4 Hardline, because I know we all played it.
Well, everybody except me.
Oh yeah, besides Spencer, sorry. He's downloading it right now, aren't you, or no?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So, anyway, Bruce, can you tell me what you think about it, first impressions?
Alright, well, okay, so I'm gonna later on, too, just in case anybody's wondering, I'm gonna be making, like, a full video covering first impressions later on, but my first impressions as of now are, I feel like the game, it looks, okay, so visually, if you're a person, let's say, who hasn't played the beta yet, and you've just seen YouTube videos, and you're, like, wondering, oh, should I download it, is it a waste of memory, etc., I feel like just visually, eyes on, it definitely does look like a Battlefield 4 mod. It doesn't even feel like there's any visual improvements, if I'm being quite honest with you. Like, it looks exactly the same, but what I would say is when you're actually playing it, it feels really fun, and it doesn't feel, if I'm being honest here, it really doesn't feel too different from older Battlefields. The only things that I would say that make it really different from them, like the only really like major changes are, I feel like the gameplay feels a lot faster. Like, were you guys feeling that too?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like old school Battlefield. It doesn't feel like, okay, well, I'm running around a map that's like 5 miles long and I'm not gonna find anybody. No, if you're one of those people who like hated vehicles in Battlefield, I was only playing Heist. That's like a game mode where it's really close to capture the flag, but anyway, that's not the point. It's pretty much person on person, just gun on gun. It's like no vehicles at all. I don't think you can get any vehicles, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't exactly say it needed to be a full retail game, but I'm excited to play it for when it comes out, and I think that it's very different from the games we've been seeing from recent shooters, like COD, Advanced Warfare, Halo 5, those all feel more Twitch-like. This game doesn't feel quite like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I Twitch shooters, sorry. But yeah, I like Twitch shooters sometimes, like Call of Duty. That's a pretty good Twitch shooter, but yeah, I think Battlefield 4 is going in the right direction. I don't know, Spencer, what do you think?
From my personal experience of Battlefield, which isn't very much, I got Battlefield 3. I watch gameplay on Battlefield 4 all the time. I wish I actually got that game. I feel like Battlefield is heading in the right direction. I feel like they're coming at this from a totally different standpoint. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, do you feel like... Okay, this is a question I have for you guys. Or actually, no, we never even engaged Colton. I'll ask afterward.
Actually, I like this game. I've been playing a lot. I haven't really done, like... I feel like since in the beta, there's not too many communications. I haven't really played with my friends. It would be a lot better if my friends, like, if we all, like, jumped on it, like, one day. Because we really need to. Because, like, there's, like, no teamwork if you're not talking to people. And it's just, like, killing, trying to get objectives, kind of the... There's only 3 game modes. I bet you I feel like we're going to have a lot more. Like, as soon as the game actually gets released.
Yeah, that is one thing I feel like you can definitely say about Battlefield. It's interesting. With Call of Duty, there's no teamwork, really. Like, I mean, okay, well, you can play competitive, but generally speaking for Call of Duty, there's really no teamwork, and you can't, like, okay, you can stick with your team and stuff like that, and you can play with friends, but when you're playing with friends, you really can't help each other. If you get shot at and you don't see the person, you're pretty much dead. There's no way of escaping. With Battlefield, though, on the other hand, when you're with a squad, there's revives, there's other ways to stay alive, and you can play tactically. People complain about the damage ratio, but the damage ratio in Battlefield actually gives you a lot to do.
Yeah.
Like, if you're being shot at most of the time, unless you're in plain open site, you know, and there's nothing around you, you can usually get away from it pretty easily, I'd say, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. But okay, so my question for you guys though is this: so do you guys feel like with Battlefield Hardline, do you feel like it's more of a way of EA just to make another $60 off of its customers, or do you truly actually think that it's like a game that they care about, and you know?
Alright, I'm just gonna say this. I think it's meant to be that, but it actually ended up being pretty good overall. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they did want to make money off of it, they are going a right direction by doing that. Because I liked it. I might buy it, you know. It really depends.
Well, I mean, it's almost like you said how people were thinking it was just like a mod for Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think coming from that, I really do think that I really do think it was like just something that they could like get another $60 off of you. I think it was just mainly for the money.
The money, yeah.
Gosh, money.
Money, but yeah. I guess it would be worth the $60. I mean, if you like Battlefield and you really wanna, you know, do heist, like really fast-paced heist, you should totally do that. So I don't know. Will you be buying it, Bruce, Mr. Brucey?
I don't know. I'd like to say I want to buy it. I really, like, okay, in my own personal opinions, the way that I'm, like, perceiving it, I'm getting a call from CJ. Sorry, guys. Let me put it on speaker here.
Oh, yeah,
The man. Yeah, it's his birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Hey, what's up, dude? Alright, I'll send you an invite. Alright, so, I don't even know if the viewers could hear that, but yeah, he's gonna be joining us, like, really soon here.
No, they couldn't.
Oh, did my mic not pick it up?
Yeah, but oh well.
Alright, it's fine anyway. Yeah, he said that he's gonna be joining us, and he's online right now. It's just I have to send him an invite. But, shit, what did you ask again? Evan, do you remember?
Are you gonna buy a Battlefield 4 Hardline?
Oh, let's invite him back, but... Yeah, something happened there, but anyway, it's okay, we got CJ.
Yeah.
That's right. It's all better one out here.
Let's invite back, Colton.
But anyway, what we're gonna...
Somebody else invite him back.
I'm on that right now.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the podcast too, by the way, CJ.
Yeah, CJ, so anyway, what we were talking about was, Battlefield 4 Hardline. Have you played it, or no?
No, I'm
Beta.
downloading it right now, actually. Actually, let me see if it's finished. Oh, it's finished, so I now have it. I just have not had a chance to play it yet.
First impressions with something 69, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start.
I say... Okay, so I say I'm... like, as much as I want to buy, though, Battlefield Hardline, here's the deal. 2015, I personally think is going to be a really awesome year for gaming, and I think there's going to be a lot of really cool games that are going to come out this year. Like, some of them I've already missed, well, one at least, I've already missed out on. I planned on picking up Dying Light, like, first day, but I ended up spending money on other stuff, and I don't have any money right now, but I'm trying to get money to buy Dying Light. Another game I really want to buy that I'm really excited for is Rainbow Six Siege. I really want to get Halo 5. I also want to get Quantum Break. There's just so many others I want to get, so am I going to get it? Is that the question, okay? I'd say probably no, just because as much fun as I'm having, it's just another generic shooter. Like, I feel like, okay, it's a really fun game. Yes, they did change stuff. I shouldn't really be putting it off that way, but just compared to how much more innovation is happening in other shooters right now, and just other games in general, it's making me feel like not enough is being put forward to the table for me. I want to get it, so that's my answer.
Bruce, this is slightly off topic, but you're saying how you're putting money into other things. How's your new processor?
Oh, it's amazing, actually. Yeah, just an FYI, guys, I got an i5 4690K. Most of the topics that we talk about are usually console related, so I don't even know if anybody knows what that is, but it's just a really nice processor. It's making it so my computer is faster booting up, it's faster to render videos, and it's just going to be really cool for one, rendering this, because this video is going to be like an hour long, probably, at least. Hour and a half, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
and guys, for any of you that didn't know, I, on Christmas, got a new computer with a bunch of RAM and an i7, though my homeboy Ray B is teaching me how to edit, so hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to make more of these with 2 editors rather than just one.
Yeah, because it really and Eben, he's got some editing software that he's starting to use too, and it's just gonna be a lot better because it's really a pain in the ass to do these on your own.
It really is.
But...
I could see. Okay, so kind of off topic again, but I had to go through a whole bunch of stuff. I was planning on recording this podcast on my channel, but I had to go through a lot of shit, and it was just really stressful for me. So yeah, I'm still learning shit.
Okay, so
yeah.
We briefly touched on this before, but can I bring up Dying Light? Is that something I
Yeah.
can bring up?
Oh yeah, sure, definitely, go
okay,
for it.
so the deal with Dying Light, right? Okay, let me just get into this. I love parkour and freerunning. I'm an avid trotteur. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a parkourist. Thing about Dying Light is that it was helped developed by David Bell, the founder of parkour and freerunning, and he's amazing. He has starred in movies and stuff, and I was watching one of the interviews, and he's played like Mirror's Edge and other parkour games, but like this game that he helped develop really helps you like immerse and get yourself into the game and get yourself into the parkour experience. Like you always want to like search for something like other, and you always want to be like, okay, I can hop to that or I can climb up to that, and you always want to like keep looking. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I want to buy the game is because like I right now I can't really go out and do parkour for running because of my seasons. It's like raining and stuff, but like I don't know, it's like all the time I can do that. It's great.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like the whole game, like concept, or like, okay, not story, but the major concept of Nightfall having zombies be quicker. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool because it's not like they're making it so you have sprinters all the time. It's like, okay, does anybody remember like Back to Dead Island, when zombies could sprint at you, but it wasn't like if they didn't see you, they were like walking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like this new breed of zombies in the game that makes it so, okay, well, you know what, when it's like nighttime and if I get spotted, because that's the thing from what I've seen, you actually do have to like sneak around during night. Otherwise, if you get sighted, like if you get spotted, you're fucked. Like literally, you are just straight up fucked, dude. Like if you get spotted, they start running at you and they can outrun you. So you have to start using parkour. And another thing too is I heard the more that you use parkour, the more you get better at it in the game. Like they have a whole skill tree for it. It's a really good idea in my opinion.
Yeah, I like that.
I actually love that idea.
Guys, I would suggest this to other people. There's actually a video that I learned about Dying Light by. It's by Outside Xbox. You can find it on YouTube. It's 5 games you don't need to buy if you 5 games you don't need if you buy Dying Light.
Yeah, link will be in the description, by the way.
It tells you a whole ton about the game. It compares it to other games that are coming out and why with Dying Light you won't need them. They did a great job. Good job, Outside Xbox.
Alright, yeah, I think we should get another topic. We've been kind of off on a little bit here.
Oh,
a few tangents.
I'm sorry, guys. I joined late. Did you guys talk about how fans are helping design the Halo 5 multiplayer?
We have not got. We haven't touched that. That's probably for later, but or unless you want to touch on it like right now.
Yeah, I can.
I think something that might be a little like, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys, but I think something that might be a little bit like bigger of a topic that you guys might all enjoy talking about too is, what do you guys think about the Microsoft HoloLens?
Boom! So excited. I want one, even though I'm probably not going to be able to afford one.
No, yeah, definitely. Affording it's going to be a problem, but I really want one.
Alright, so, I don't know, who wants to explain it so we can, so the viewers know what's going on?
Yeah, something
I can
69. I have
explain
to
it, or
agree
you
with
can,
you. Like,
Bruce.
All right, I'll let you explain it since you just showed up and you haven't really gotten a chance to talk.
Alright. Microsoft just announced that they're making what's called HoloLens. Sci-fi fans probably recognize Holo from holograms. It's a lot like that, actually. Pair of goggles that you put on and basically turns your entire house into an interactive computer, holodeck, whatever. Like, you can make it so, like, on your fridge, it'll tell you the calendar date. Over here, it will be like a TV, even though you don't have a TV. It's super awesome.
Dude, that sounds...
Yeah.
Yeah, and to like add on to what he's saying too, to elaborate a little bit more, what he means by like when you actually see like, okay, let's like say on your fridge you'll have like a calendar or something like that. What he means by that is when you have the glasses on, you don't even have to have those items. It's not like they're being projected onto the monitor of like the, let's say the turned off TV or whatever it is that you already own. No. It's like you're actually like, let's say this, if you don't even own a TV or you don't even own like a calendar or whatever the thing may be, it's being projected onto, like it gets familiarized with your home and your living conditions, and it accustoms itself to areas of which I'm sure you probably select to place your TV or to place your calendar, whatever. And no matter what, even if you leave the house or something and then you come back into it, it'll recognize your virtual TV that's in your living room. Like, it'll recognize it in the exact same spot. I know, it really is, but it makes me wonder, honestly, are they going to be able to deliver? Now, that's the real question. Do you guys think they'll actually be able to deliver?
I have
Okay.
no idea.
Yes, no. I feel like they're trying to portray this out to be something that it's not, but I feel like with a little bit of tweaking from somebody like professional programmer, it could actually be a lot more than what it's like made out to be. Like, I feel like somebody could program it to like actually like change your wallpaper or something. Like if you don't like this wallpaper, you can like select a different wallpaper, and you can just, I don't know. I feel like that'd be really cool.
All
yeah,
right,
like you could also like change the like design of your furniture and stuff, and I don't know.
yeah, but
Oh, no.
the only
Yeah, but
okay, the only problem with the wallpaper shit, it's gonna be the same wallpaper. It's just that it's gonna look different within your mind, because all you do is wear these goggles. But I'm not saying they're bad or anything, because I watched the trailer. I think it looks badass, and I really hope that they deliver how they want to. Like, it looks pretty epic to me. And
Okay,
as far
so
as
touching,
technology, oh, sorry.
Wait, so touching back on that, if it's just the same wallpaper, does it really matter at that point if it's just the same wallpaper? I mean, if it's just you viewing it, then wouldn't that be, like, alright?
Yeah, I
see
think
what
that's
you're saying.
okay.
And back on what Bruce was saying about whether they'll actually deliver or not, I can see it being possible, and I think that if they do a lot of work, they can deliver on it. But the major problem I see with these is it's going to be a lot of setting up and really hard to like actually set up, make it so it sees this surface display that whatever it's supposed to be. And if you have two places in your house that look similar, I see it getting them mixed up, and maybe like putting the TV on like any wall that looks like where it was programmed to put it.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem.
Giant problem.
You know, honestly, I don't want to sound like the antagonist here, really, but that's not the word I totally, that's not the word I tried to use, but or meant to use anyway, but the
Protagonist?
I can't think of the word, but basically, huh?
The protagonist?
No, whatever. I just don't want to be like the guy who's shutting down ideas. I can't think of the word I want to use, but I just don't want to be the guy who's like super negative right now and stuff. But here's my deal with it. Okay, I just from previous things we've seen from Microsoft, going from Zooms to Kinects, just and even to the Xbox One too. I'm not saying the Xbox One's even really it's not even really an example to put in there. The Xbox One's fine, but just going from Zooms to Kinects, for example, okay, it seems like Microsoft has tried to get into like this gimmicky, kind of like
futuristic sci-fi.
Yeah, futuristic, entertainment type of a thing, type of market anyway. And I don't feel like they're really succeeding at all, if I'm being honest here.
Hold up.
I feel like, okay, Zunes failed. People did buy them. I'm not saying that they didn't make money. For sure, they made money off of it, but iPods pretty much dominated, and it's becoming even less and less. I think more than anything, people are starting to listen to music on their phones. And then if you look at the Kinect, okay, granted the first one was kind of basically us all buying into their beta of a Kinect, but their second launch of the Kinect, I think, you know, that one still has problems too, but that one's a lot more solid, and it's actually not even that bad, honestly. I think the thing a lot of people don't realize about the Kinect 2 is that the Kinect is just like the voice commands on your smartphone, right?
Pretty
You
much.
have to have the room fairly quiet to be able to speak. So when people say, "Oh, well, why isn't the Kinect turning on? I told that piece of shit to turn on." Like, no, it's just that your room's loud as shit. But yeah, I feel like, okay, the voice, if there's any voice features in the HoloLens, I feel like they'll work pretty well because I feel like Microsoft has a lot of experience in that. But I hope the best. I hope that it will work, but I'm really kind of skeptical on this one.
Pretty much, what I was going to say is, I wouldn't be really surprised, because technology has come really far today, so I could see them doing it.
Can I to follow up on what Bruce was saying earlier about, like, the Zunes and stuff? The main problem with the Zunes is Apple already owned that business. iPods were already the dominant. Yeah, Microsoft tried to get a piece of the pie, and they failed. And the Kinect, the first Kinect, it had a lot of problems. But I personally don't have an Xbox One. Bruce does, and as Bruce said, they fixed a lot of the problems, and the Kinect works a lot better. Wouldn't you agree, Bruce?
Yeah, definitely. I think that actually the Xbox One gets way too much shit. It's pretty good. I mean, I've played on PS4 and Xbox One. They're basically the same.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like these HoloLenses are going to be a lot the same, where the first ones that come out are going to be pretty glitchy, because it's really new technology. There is the optic rift. Sorry, I totally butchered that. Cannot speak right now. Which is
Oculus Rift?
Yeah, it's similar, but in some respects, it's not even close to the same level. So,
yeah, I definitely agree with you. I feel like if you're just scratching the surface, yeah, people are going to be like, oh, okay, that's just Microsoft's version of the Oculus Rift. You know, they're just trying to get into the business too. But no, they are not, actually. If you look really closely, if anybody's watched the trailer or seen if anybody's ever seen either one being demonstrated, or just, like, you know enough about what they're both about, they're completely different things. One is holograms and, you know, that type of stuff, and then one is just, you know, what's being projected on your computer screen is now going in front of your eyes. Like, that doesn't even really faze me at all, but...
Yeah, and back to what I was saying is, like, this is really cool technology. I honestly don't believe anybody else has something to compare with the HoloLenses right now. So I think that will really help Microsoft, because they are the first ones with this. So they're going to get their names known with the HoloLenses. I feel like this might be what Google was trying to do with the Google Glasses, but I've never seen anybody wear Google Glasses. If this works...
That's actually... I think you really hit something hard there, though, CJ. The Microsoft HoloLens... like the concept anyway, I think that's actually, yeah, you're right. I definitely agree with you. I think that's what Google is trying to do, and I feel like probably what they kind of realized is maybe it isn't quite there yet, and we're not ready for that, because I feel like definitely a major thing I think a lot of people could agree with me on with this is that when these companies are developing like these, you know, these greater pieces of technology, a huge factor that you've got to consider is this, like, the fear factor of this. You know, there's a lot of people that don't like the technological, like, advances and improvements and stuff that you see every year. Yeah, I am too. I'm not afraid to admit it. I don't think with this one doesn't scare me too bad.
Yeah.
But I do think that could be a very
dangerous,
huge factor in the sales of this device. You know, like Google Glasses, for example. Okay, you can't even wear them in certain areas because of people's privacy. People think that they'll always be like recording with it. But
hey.
Okay, so
Can I say something real quick?
Can I just do mine?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, because I've been waiting to do this. Okay, so, expanding on kind of what Colt was saying earlier, I know this is, like, going way back, but, and it also ties in with you guys, like, new technology every year, and how it's changing, and I don't understand how you guys are afraid of that. I actually love that, because, I've seen some stuff, and I'm a real big fan of virtual reality, and I really do believe that we're going to see something like that in our lifetime. Like, we're probably going to see something that's going to be like you just plug yourself in, almost like the Matrix or something. I really do believe that's going to happen. And when it does, I'm going to be ecstatic, dude. I'm going to love that. I'm going to, like, spend every minute of my life on that thing. I'm just going to sell my house, my car.
Virtual houses?
Sell your house. Go.
I'm going to build a bunker. I'm going to have a nurse. And she's going to, like keep me alive.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Say this real quick? Alright. So back to kind of what we were saying about Google Glasses and how they failed. I honestly feel like Microsoft is trying to pull Nintendo here in some ways. Because
how so?
The standard gaming console is use a controller, has two triggers, 2 joysticks, and then there's Nintendo who goes out and builds the Wii, where you use motion, you use your controllers, you also use motion. You have to plug in a joystick if you want to use one. Completely different from everything else. I feel that's kind of what Microsoft is doing right now. I don't think they're trying to copy Nintendo. I think they are pulling what Nintendo has always done with their consoles and made it wacky, not with the normal. But then if you look at the Wii, I would probably say 8 out of 10 households have a Wii. Like,
I have a Wii.
Wii's are super common. It's like, alright, I don't have a Wii.
Families.
But didn't you have a Wii? Like,
I know I did.
Yeah, Evan, did you have a Wii?
I borrowed it off my neighbor. I played Wii Fit at their house.
Yeah, like, I played a bunch of Wii. I heard Spencer say he had a Wii. Colton, did you have a Wii?
No.
Okay, so that's what, two.
To be fair, though, I know a shit ton of people that still have Wiis too.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I know a lot of people that still have theirs or bought them at one point and maybe sold them now. But you get what I'm saying? They own them throughout, that time.
Yes.
But yeah.
I've played on several different Wiis. I actually have a lot of fun on the Wii. I don't spend any money on the Wii because I already have the Xbox, and it's not something I had the money to put into. But the Wii is a very fun console. There's a video on YouTube by the Game Theorist about why the Wii U failed. I'm not going to go into that right now, but that actually goes back to most of you people probably don't know about, but a while ago Nintendo made the Virtual Boy. That was that just blew people's minds. That's like back then. The Virtual Boy is kind of what the HoloLens is right now.
Well, it was more like the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Because you had gloves and you had that was it. You had like gloves that you could plug in and you were like
power gloves.
And it says Mario.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But it
was still revolutionary technology.
It was very.
I think it would have been a big hit. Yes, I think it actually would have been a big hit, except it was rushed production, and there was no third-party support.
I want to go on the. I want to say something about the Wii U though. In 2014, I think it was Console of the Year. So I mean, yeah, it was. So I don't know. I went to Wii U all the way down.
The Wii U,
Console of the
lots
Year.
of people thought it was going to be very good, but if you look at the actual sales, it did not sell very well, and most games did not support it. All its launch titles were previous games.
Oh yeah.
Well,
and
not only were they not only were they previous games, they were the way that they did it. Like truly, I prefer like the older like Nintendo games rather than like the 3D shit that they've been
Mario
throwing
Kart.
out. But yeah, like Mario Kart. Mario Kart
Smash
was
Brothers.
the bomb. That was the bomb. Smash Brothers. But the way they did it now, like, see, I used to have a DS, and god damn it, I had a Game Boy too. Pokemon was my life. And truly, I fucking hate how they did the 3D shit on Pokemon. Like, come on, it's pixels, bro. It's how the shit needs to be. It's not all this advanced shit like 3D. Oh, look, there's fucking more designs to the player. But some people might like that. But what?
It's not about the graphics.
It's more like the sentimentum to the people. Kind of like.
Guys, what if we're just getting old? What if we're not hip enough? What if we're not with what if we're not with what's going on right now?
I don't think what's going on right now.
You ever think about that? Like, I've always wondered, what if it's just we're getting old and then they're trying to appeal to the new generation? The companies are basically saying, yo, well, you know what? We don't care if we're the people that you grew up with. You can all fuck off. These are the new kids. We're growing up with them and we're making money off these kids.
Yeah, we're making thousands. Hold on. Order in the court.
The funniest thing is I sit on the bus and I've talked to like kids that are playing Pokemon on their DS, like 3DSs. Like, oh my god, look at this Pokemon, it's so badass. So I look at the Pokemon, I'm like, dude, that kind of looks like Pokemon from my generation. And then they're like, you know, this Pokemon's so cool, we got like fairy types and shit. I'm like, yo, we don't need no fairy types. What are we, fucking little girls? Like,
yo, man,
come on,
come on.
Like,
yeah. Well, anyway,
guys, can I
to
say
wrap
something?
this up.
All right. Yes, we may be getting old, but we are still the gaming community. I will not be silenced. We cannot just roll over and die. Otherwise, we're gonna have fairies instead of freaking dragons.
You go for it, CJ. You're an independent black woman. You don't need any man to tell you what you can and can't do.
Get that sass on.
You've got this.
Alright. So, do you feel like we should start moving on to other topics, or?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time, but it was a really good conversation on that. I think that was solid, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was
okay, so what do you think, Evan? Because I have a whole list here on some topics, and I know that you have a list too. I'm just wondering what we should cover up next.
I think we should talk about how the Halo fans, like, I have that open on my tablet right now.
Alright,
let's do that.
Actually, there's a lot of Halo news that's been spiking up. I kind of want to talk about that too.
Yeah.
Not as grand, but definitely it is something to be noted.
Yeah. So,
CJ, you want to bring it up?
Sure. There's probably a lot of you guys out there that aren't necessarily Halo fans. That's cool. I'm not a biggest Halo fan. I personally prefer their campaigns. I always thought they had great campaigns. Multiplayer was always iffy to me. But I'm actually looking forward to this new Halo 5 multiplayer. The fans are actually somewhat creating the multiplayer. I haven't read this article in depth, but a lot of you probably know in the Master Chief Collection, you got a beta to the Halo 5, and in the multiplayer, they're actually listening to the feedback of the players. So, like, some of the changes that they've made because of the players, they're doing faster matches, they're improving, like, skills, like, like, put people similarly skilled in the same game, so you won't have, like, one person that's a buttload better than everybody else.
Oh my god. Are they actually fixing that? Because that was a giant problem for me. Like, you get those guys that are, like, level, like, 100, and they're still, like, rank, like, 5. Like, stop it,
they're
don't
like
shoot me.
lieutenant colonels and you're just a rookie.
Like,
yeah, dude, it's like I can play jump rope with my prolapsed Stannis.
Yeah, like, I love Halo.
Ridiculous.
I love Halo 4 to death. Like, I love the game, and if they're gonna top on Halo 5, they're gonna top Halo 4 on graphics wise. It might not have the best multiplayer, like a lot of people think, but there's a lot of, like, definition, like, between, like, not definition, but there's a lot of difference between, the ranks in that game. It's not, it's not too...
Oh, yeah,
really
to
bad.
actually, to add on to what you're saying, too, Colton, because, I think I'm probably pretty much the only person here who played it, or maybe you guys saw it, too. I don't know, but anyway, from the way that I understand it, because it was actually really confusing the way that it worked. They didn't really explain it, but... if I understand this, so in Halo 5, you have two different rankings. You have basically your, like, regular FPS shooter ranking, where it's just, okay, how much of a fucking nerd am I? How much time have I spent on this game? Yeah, you know, how many kills have I ranked up? Yeah, so you have that one, and then you have this new one where it's basically your competitive ranking. So the first one is, like, it'll be, like, Spartan ranking 6 or whatever. I think that was mine for the longest bit of time. But anyway, yeah, it stands for, like, whatever number it is, that's your ranking, and it's SR. So SR, like 10, whatever.
How many, like,
yeah, but anyway, that's
matches
your...
you did?
Yeah, that's your nerd ranking, okay? But your actual competitive ranking is... so you have, like... Similar to League play, you have, like, Bronze, Tier 1, or whatever. You have, like... You know what I'm talking about? Like, you have that class system, kind of, where you can progress and you can move on to, like, different divisions and stuff. Because I think one thing they're trying to do is I think they actually are trying to turn Halo into, if not an esport, they're definitely trying to make it somewhat more competitive, and that, I think, turned off actually a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, because some people only played Halo because it wasn't as fast-paced.
Yo, Bruce, I have to go back a teeny bit, and I have to agree. Wait, no, was that CJ who said about the multiplayer?
Yeah, CJ brought up the topic first.
Not the multiplayer, but the campaign. The campaigns on Halo, most of them are good. Personally, I didn't like ODST's ending, but we can talk about that like in another time. But their campaigns are amazing. It starts as this. You start out as Master Chief, and you just go through this amazing world full of aliens and a ring that has massive powers that can, like, destroy shit. It's kind of like the Death Star, but, like, kind of like Lord of the Rings, my precious shit kind of going on. Like, Death Star, Lord of the Rings, you know? But, you know, it's, I don't know. Spartan 117 is just, John is just amazing. His relationship between Cortana is a little creepy, but other than that, yeah,
it really is.
Truly, it's an amazing series. I played it, that's the reason I have my Xbox now.
Yeah, and,
I have one more thing about the... Actually,
yeah, go for it.
There's a couple other changes, but there's two big ones that stood out to me. Is they're trying to improve their party versus party matchmaking. So I don't know if they're making it so, like, if you're in a party, they'll put you on a team with other people in your party, or if they're trying to mix up people in their party. But if they get this party versus party thing going on, I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be nice.
The other thing that really stood out to me is they're really trying to put pressure on quitters, and they're actually putting in a punishment method for quitters with CSR penalties, and they can be banned from certain matchmaking. I think that's a good idea, because it always makes me really mad when, just because your team's not necessarily winning, then half your team leaves, and then it's impossible.
CJ, can I add a little bit to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like, actually, I bet you it's gonna help a lot, because I know exactly what you're talking about the quit and shit. I play Halo. There's always, like, you're losing by a little bit, and sometimes there's people who just, I would have to say, aren't too sportsmanship about kind of stuff, and they just kind of quit on you. So is the quitting part kind of like Black Ops 2, or is it a little bit more in depth?
Well, the way it works is when you quit, and this was in the beta too, if I remember correctly, when you quit a game of Halo, no matter what one you're in, you quit it, and there is no way for you to get back into that game until another game starts.
Okay.
I played the Halo 5 beta not for too long. I think in actual game time, I probably played for, I want to say, 8 hours, probably. Maybe a little bit less than that,
Yeah.
so... Don't remember exactly, the server issues wasn't the thing that stood out to me the most while I was playing it, but if I'm correct anyway, that's the way that worked out. So, it's really stupid, too, because they've messed up on this in almost... no, actually, I think every Halo game, and it's just like, how many times are they going to make this mistake, Like, Call of Duty has always had it pretty solid, I think, and so have other shooters, like... Excuse me, if you want to join a game after you leave it, you should be able to join, If I have to go to the bathroom, I don't know why you would leave the game, but I should be able to join back. If maybe I can't think of like a specific situation, but you get what I'm saying. It shouldn't be something you're restricted from. You should always have that capability.
Yeah, but Bruce, there's also those people who sit in like, actually I think it's called Flood. It's called Flood in Halo 4, but it's called Infected in the other ones. There are those pricks who decide, oh, I don't want to die. It's not my time yet. And they exit the game and then they try to join back in. But, they still got they reset the whole thing, so they're whatever.
KD.
Well, it still counts against you, though. Like, I mean, if you do leave the game, like, okay, I guess technically on a leaderboard ranking, if you're... Like, oh my god, it's so hard to put myself in this person's mindset. But anyway, if you really cared that much about it, sure, okay, in the lobby leaderboard, it won't say that you had those deaths. But on your actual player history, when you go to, like, your stats and stuff, it'll still count those deaths against you, and it'll also count as a loss, too, I think. I think, actually, all shooters, yeah, they do that. If you leave a game early, they count it as a loss to penalize you. But... I don't know. I mean, if you really cared enough to not look like, I don't know, like you were sucking in a lobby, I guess you could still do it, but it just doesn't seem like there'd be much point.
Okay, so EA executives said, our games are too hard to learn. Now, Bruce, I know you read this. So tell me about this. Yeah, this pissed me off.
Okay, I need to get this.
Bruce, before you go on that, can I say one thing about the... punishing the quitters, like, and how people are quitting, like, just before we switch?
Alright, last word.
Yeah.
Go.
I think it's a good idea, like I said earlier. They need to be careful, though, because there are situations where, like, you're playing a game and then your power goes out or something, or you have to get off, and you can't finish the game. Like, so I think they need to put in some sort of filter so that way if you quit, like, once out of every, like, 50 games or something, you don't get punished. But if you quit, like, 8 out of 10 games, for example, that's when you start getting punished when you're regularly quitting. Like, I think they need to keep some sort of filter in there.
I agree.
That way you don't get punished just for quitting one game early.
Yeah. So, like,
Bruce, we
if you,
experienced that.
quit, like, 2 or 3 games, like, in a row, per se, like,
Yeah.
I agree, and I mean, some people like it, some people hate it. Getting like a temporary ban can be annoying, but I agree. Anyway, for the new topic though, EA executives think that their games are too hard to learn. Okay, I have it pulled up right here. Bear with me. Reading aloud's never been my forte, but anyway, I have to look. Where was the quote that I had? Hold on. So the question, are games too hard for new players? So they were basically giving like a press conference and stuff, and they were talking about like how, I think they were like demoing something or whatever, but anyway, one of the devs ended up saying, and his name is Richard Heilman, I probably just butchered his name, but whatever. Anyway, the quote is, the average player probably spends 2 hours to learn how to play the most basic game. I think that is ridiculous. I don't know about like you guys, but me personally, I've never spent near that long to play a game. That was just one of the things that he was saying to like back up is, oh, we're spending too much time to make these games complicated. Personally, yeah, I think the most I would ever dedicate to learn how to play a game, and notice too, if we go back here, he said how to play how to play the most basic, like basic. If it takes 2 hours for you to learn how to play a game, it's not basic. There's no game I've ever spent more than like 10 minutes to learn how to play, and that was like a maximum. That's even me counting cutscenes. I mean, maybe it's because we're like gamers and stuff like that. Because everybody in this party as we speak right now, we're gamers. We've all played like multiple games. Yeah, we were born to game, dude. Like, we've played so many games that now, okay, like with some people they may get like phased and stuff like that when they pick up like. And I'm not talking about for everybody. I'm talking about like for really new people. They may get like really confused when they pick up a new COD or a new Battlefield or Destiny or some of these newer games. Like, okay, for example, I could see with the last Need for Speed game, Rivals, they had an all-online system where you couldn't select like individual races. So because of that, I could see how that would be confusing for a beginner. Even me, it took me a little bit of time to figure out what's going on. But if you're a gamer like us and you're picking up most of these new games, you're gonna know exactly what you're doing. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Actually, I think we can all agree one of EA's biggest games is Madden, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I've even played like some. Bruce knows I have the super advanced 2004 NFL Fever. This is before EA's time.
Kill him.
Yeah. I play that thing a lot. I know that game inside and out. I know all the controls. I can, behind my back, blindfolded, throw a pass for a touchdown. You know, I know that game by now. I tried to play Madden for the first time with a couple other people who had never played Madden either. We spent the entire game trying to figure out how the controls went. We could figure out basically how to throw the ball, how to run it, but we could not figure out how to kick the ball, how to switch plays, or really anything. And I think Madden is a game where they need to set up a better system of telling you how to play the game.
Oh, yeah.
Or simplify the controls.
I like Madden.
Yeah, like football games I can find very fun, but you need to teach your players how the game operates. That way you don't figure it out by losing.
Okay, now I go next after you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so hold on. So you see, every game has a tutorial, whether you like it or not. Call of Duty, Battlefield, Mirror's Edge. I played the demo for Mirror's Edge, and the only mistake I made on that was when you disarm the girl, it gives you a loaded gun, and I didn't think that she'd give me a loaded gun. I mean, who would give somebody who's never handled a gun in the game ever a loaded gun? So I shot her in the face, and that was an accident. I had to restart that. But it took me about 15 minutes to figure out how to play the game and get all the controls down. Okay, Call of Duty took not as long. GTA took a little bit longer because like there's so many other stuff. But like there are little things in games like in the Escapist, like there's blueprints and stuff, but like the majority of the game you can figure out. Like especially in like horror games and stuff, I guess it would take a little bit longer to develop the controls, maybe not. I haven't really been that into horror games. But, like, I could see it tops 15 minutes to learn a game.
I would agree with what you're saying, Spencer. I'm sorry, Colton, that I cut you off here.
No, it's all good. I got time.
Yeah. Fever, like, we looked for a tutorial. They sort of have one, but it's not set up well. They obviously did not spend time on it. It's basically... you press that to pass, you use this joystick to run and this joystick to kick the ball. It doesn't tell you how you move the joystick to kick the ball or what you're supposed to do in order to get power while you kick the ball. Like, I had to look it up on YouTube on what the controls are.
Okay, well, I don't know. From what I'm hearing from... You want to get in there, Colton?
Oh,
you can
well,
go. You can go.
I wanted to say a story about me and my experience with Madden. I've only played it a couple of times, but I kind of basically know what to expect from it. Well, I was watching my cousin play it, and, you know, it might be hard for some people, but when you're passing, when you're in a passing play, they highlight the buttons for you. There are buttons that say Y, RB, R2, R1, and you know it kind of makes me feel sad for my cousin because he was passing it to the wrong people, giving up touchdowns and that. But I'm all like, look at the screen, look at your people, they're open, get them, you know.
Colton, that is true. It tells you what button to press to who, but I can tell you because I've actually put a lot of time into my football game, sadly enough. But you need, in order to win football games, you need to know, or at least in the video football games, in order to win, you have to know more than just what button to press to throw to what receiver. You have to know how to choose what play you're going to do beforehand. You need to know how to change your play before you snap the ball, but after your characters line up. You really got to make your character move the way you want to. If you don't know how to do that, it loses the game, and it doesn't make it much fun. But enough about EA and their crappy decisions in their marketing. There are some pretty cool life stories out there. Why don't you start us out, Evan?
Okay, so I had to share an experience with Bruce. By the way, this is IRL. This is kind of like a Angry Nerd type of deal. I'll let Bruce talk about this a little bit too. But anyway, so pretty much what happened, I wanted to account share some video games, or I want to get some video games from Bruce, and we went through a lot. Let's just say we went through a lot.
Oh my god, it was crazy.
I ended up staying up till fucking 5 a.m.
Yeah, and it was 3 for me because there's a time difference. But yeah, we were pretty late both ends.
Ugh. But okay, Bruce.
So, all right. So basically, what happened was, yeah, he wanted to, you know, not borrow, I guess, keep, but whatever. We were trying. I was gonna give him some games through a license transfer, and you know, you've at least a few people watching this have probably done that out there too. Anyway, so he wanted to get some games, and I have a lot of games digital. I have probably at least 40, I want to say, digital. And they're all pretty good games too. They're not all like super old games and stuff like that. I have a lot of games I've just bought digital just because I like digital games. Like, I have all the BioShocks digital, so that's the trilogy there. That's that alone I'd say would be worth it if I had nothing else. But yeah, that. And a lot of them were like older stuff too. Like everybody here is a big fan of playing like Call of Duty Zombies, so I gave him all the DLCs for Black Ops 1 and 2 so he could play that. And there was others, but anyway, yeah, we're good friends, so I let him do that. But so what happened was like I said, it was like I want to say maybe was it 12:30 at the time where we started having the problems. Yeah. Okay, so like about 12:30, I go into the settings on Xbox. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, yeah, let's do this, dude. We're gonna do this, okay? And then I click on license transfer, thinking that okay, well, yeah, maybe there's something else you have to do. Maybe both people have to click it. And I didn't know much about it. I was trying to see maybe it would say like a description of how to do it, but instead it just says you've license transferred. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God.
So yeah, and then after that, I'm like, okay, shit, is there a way to like back out? Maybe if I back out really quick, I can like redo it and it won't count or something. But no, fucking did it. And then I'm like, oh man, and I'm trying to be like nonchalant about it. Wait, what?
But when I heard that though, my heart just broke into little pieces.
I was actually in the party about this, but all I heard was Bruce go, oh shit, oh I fucked up, guys, I fucked up. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
because
then the
oh
next
my
thing,
God, Bruce.
Yes, Bruce,
like the next thing, it ended up saying that like I had to wait like 5. I don't even remember the date. It was like
3 months,
8 or something like that.
3 months.
Yeah. Whenever it was, but yeah, it was 3 months anyway. So yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of time to wait. I'm like, damn it, because I think I had actually done this one time before, but I maybe just forgot. I want to say I have, but whatever. That's not the point. But anyway, I messed up, and we couldn't do it. So I had to call up Microsoft, And I was like, okay, well, you know what, I messed up, you know, and, like, I didn't mean to do it, and then I explained the whole situation. I didn't mean to actually press, and it was just a misunderstanding mistake. I was like, so, can you fix it for me? And the first, and by the way, just for reference, okay, this was on the tech support. At first, I was really skeptical. I didn't want to do this through text, because you have text or phone call, and a lot of companies are doing that now, but I was like, no, dude, I'm not feeling it, not feeling the text. And then Eben over here was like, no, dude, text is fine. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'll try it, right? So, first lady, literally minimum effort. She needs to get the bitch of the year award, because she didn't help me at all with my problem. She was kind of, you know, I'm sure she was on her phone or some shit, like when she was answering my thing, because she was not giving any fucks. She was not caring about my problem whatsoever. Yeah, and then, okay, next after that, I'm like, okay, well, you know, forget her. I'm just gonna call up again and see what I can do, or text, whatever. Yeah, and then, no, it wasn't even, you're right, sorry, it was Carl. So then the next dude we get Carl. Now Carl, this is a weird dude, because at first he was like he was using like lingo and slang and stuff like that. So he wasn't acting like a traditional Microsoft employee. Like he sounded like a bro, you know, like a bro. Like, I trust this guy. This dude's chill. So he was like, no worries, I got you and shit like that. You want to say something, Evan?
Yeah. Okay. So the guy total sketch though, but yeah, the guy was cool at first. He was like a 420 Blaze It dude. I feel like he was.
Sitting there, typing on his monitor. Gotcha, bro.
Yeah, like I think at one point he even actually said like, "Yo, I got you covered" and shit like that, right? So I'm like, all right, yeah. Carl's our Lord and Savior. At one point, like, okay, you gotta realize, as dumb as this may sound, yeah, we compared him to Gaben, but as dumb as this may sound, this you gotta realize this was at this point, okay, after dealing with the first lady, I want to say this was like maybe 1 or 2, somewhere in between that. 1:30. Okay, let's go with that. Yeah. So we said some pretty dumb stuff. We were laughing like crazy and shit, but yeah, and then like, wait, what?
You ended up trolling me at one point. You're saying that he was listening into our whole conversation. I was like, oh shit. This is
my god, yeah. I was like we started joking around even more, and we were like, dude, what if Carl, because, you know, he's a Microsoft employee, we're playing on Xbox 360 at the time, and we're just like, okay, well, you know, maybe he's listening into our conversation right now as he's speaking to me, because at this point, he knows some information. I had to give him some information about, like, consoles, a location, shit like that, you know, just to basically, you know, confirm that this is my profile, right? So yeah, after he finds out that information, we start joking around, and I'm just like, okay, well, what if he's listening into this right now? And we joked around with that for a little bit. So then we're talking back with him, and it's like all serious. We're like, okay, well, what can we do to fix this? And then he ends up saying, you know, no worries, I got you covered and shit, right? Eventually, like a few texts later, we find out he can't do shit, and then he's just like, I'm sorry, man, I don't have a reset button on my thing for the license transfer. I'm like, come on, Carl, you can do better than this, man. Yeah, and then we're like, you know what, man? Fuck this Carl, dude. This Carl guy's sketch. He's sketch, man. Yeah, he lost his game, man. I don't know if we can trust Carl. We gotta get rid of him, man. And we were like that. So, yeah, Carl ended up being sketch, and then finally, for our third person, we got Gretchen. No, it was Gretchen, dude. Gretchen. Yeah, that's a disgusting name. I'm sorry if there's anybody Gretchen watching, but dude, Gretchen though, yuck. Ugh, not feeling it. But anyway, so she actually helped us. Gretchen ended up. Or actually, no, was it Gretchen or did we get another person?
We got that last person that actually confirmed shit. I don't know her thing. I think her name was Macy. Yeah.
No, it was Emily. Sorry. No, okay, so whatever. We're gonna skip Gretchen for time's sake. But anyway, Gretchen was a whore. Anyway, moving on. So we got Emily, and Emily was chill, helped us out, gave us the license transfer, and yeah, we were all Gucci at the end.
Happy ending.
He got his games. Yep. Happy ending. What?
For any of you out there who ever do want a license transfer that haven't, the correct way to do it is you download the person's profile onto the console you want to license transfer the games to, and sign in as them and hit license transfer. That is the correct way to do it. Do not try and get Microsoft involved. It will cause you lots of pain, and it will take you a long time, and you will lose your soul.
Hey, dude, at least it's not Comcast. I mean, I think we can all agree they probably have the shittiest customer service of all time. I mean, they're right up there. Like they are. Okay, so they're like the Pinnacle, and Verizon's like just barely underneath there.
They literally asked for like the littlest shit, and also as well, the girl didn't even remember that she literally probably had the serial code right on like the goddamn paper that she probably writ it on, for like a program she writ it on, but she still asked for it anyway. That really pissed me off. So I have to like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, these hoes ain't loyal.
Alright, so let's start getting into another story. I actually have one. I actually have two if I have time. One of them is a near-death experience, and the other one is almost got suspended. Not by anything bad, just like leaving lunch to go to like get some actual food, some good food. So, right, here's the story about me almost losing my life. As a little kid, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit of a mama's boy. I don't know why. I love sleeping in my mom's bed, especially on the weekends, because I could and I could sleep in. And it made me feel safe, you know. I was just a little kid enjoying my life. And one night I was like, I'm gonna sleep in my mom's bed. I'm gonna have a good night. I'm gonna get my stuffed animal. And keep in mind, I was around like, I don't know, 8? No. This was 3rd grade. Yeah, I was 8. Yeah, never mind. 7 or 8. And in the middle of the night, I guess I fell out of my mom's bed and I hit my head on the side of like the window, like you know how like the window comes out, like at the very bottom it comes out, and there's like, or at least that one did, and there's like wood. I don't know why. Well, there usually is, and I hit my head on the wood, and then I didn't feel it. Like I remember falling out, and I remember hitting my head, but I don't remember ever feeling anything. Like, I was just like numb. I was drowsy. So I get back in my bed, or my mom's bed, and I go to sleep, and my mom wakes up like a couple minutes later. She's like, she felt like around and it was all like wet and stuff and sticky, and she like turned the light and her hands were covered in blood and there's just blood everywhere, and I was actually bleeding to death. And like I remember my mom like trying to wake me up, and like I was just really drowsy and stuff. I'm pretty sure it was some like blood loss or something, but if okay. So I woke up and I got into the bathroom and I was like looking at my head and I was like, whoa, this is cool, because I could like see my like parts of my skull or something. I don't even know. But I was just really little and immature. My mom and dad and my sister were freaking out. They're like, should we call an aid car? And my mom was like, no, it won't come in time. And they're like, get in the car, we're going to the hospital. So we get in the car, we go to the hospital. I remember once we got there, like they saw me right away, and then like they injected a needle full of like numbing into my head, and then they stitched it up, and I was all better. But if my mom wouldn't have woken up, I guarantee you I would not be here today, because I would have bled out.
Wow.
And who is moving their mic around?
Yeah, stop.
Oh, sorry, is that me? Oh,
yeah,
yes, that's you.
It's okay, but yeah, that was pretty bad.
I got a story. This actually is a pretty recent story. It made me pretty mad. Probably the people in this podcast, maybe not Colton, because he doesn't really know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention his name. It made me really mad. So probably last week, I went over to my friend's house, and you know, this is 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. I go over to his house. His dad answers like he's upstairs. So I go upstairs, open up his door, go in his room. He is asleep. That's not what made me mad though. You know, I like turn on the light. He's like,
and this was a while ago.
I have an idea.
No, it's not you, Bruce. It's not you.
Okay.
I know who it is.
No.
I know.
He just pulls over the covers. I'm like, I kind of turn the light on and off. He's like, yeah. And then, you know, I kind of like try and pull his blanket. I pull his blanket. You know, I'm trying to get him out of bed because, you know, it's 5 p.m. That's not unreasonable, especially because he doesn't go to public school.
Yeah.
Is it this? Okay, let me ask you. Is this the same person who's like, you got to get 10 hours of sleep a night to be healthy?
What?
No, dude, you need 8, not 10.
I know, but
No,
he's called
it's
like,
actually
you need
10.
turn. It's 8.
Yeah.
It's like, doctors say 10, but you need 8, and just 10 is better, you know.
I think
Eight-
this is the
eight's
same
the function
person
properly.
too. Gets paid $200 for.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
back to the
guy.
story. Back to the story.
Can we
Back to
just
the
say
story.
it?
Yeah.
Back to the story. Let's go.
No,
Yeah.
Let's keep it confidential. But anyway, continue.
Yeah. So he's not getting up at all. So I'm about to leave, but you know his dog is super adorable, and you know we're friends. So you know I'm petting his dog, playing with his dog a little bit before I leave. The only reason I actually stayed. And then you know I hear him get up, and then he went in the bathroom. Like, oh okay, so he gets up. It's all gonna be cool. So you know I was thinking you know we can like take his dog out for a walk. You know what he does? After he gets out of the bathroom, he sits down on his bed, pulls out his laptop, plays Team Fortress 2. All he does the entire time I'm there. I said, hey, we should take dog out for a walk. He's like, no, he can go screw himself. I'm like, whoa, okay, something's not good.
Oh my god. Mind you, this
Yeah,
is
this homie. I know this homie. And I'll keep him unnamed. Let's call him No Name Homie for now. But anyway, No Name
It's not
Homie.
homie.
Okay,
He's not
No
homie
Name.
anymore.
Okay, we're just gonna call him No Name. Whatever. Anyway, No Name though. Yeah, I don't know anybody who actually does this, but for one, okay, first of all, let's just get started on one. Who sleeps in till 5 p.m.? Like, I don't care how messed up your sleep
I've done that
schedule
before.
is.
I like
Really?
eventually like I go to sleep at like if I'm really tired after school or I stay up until 1 like the previous night, I fall asleep right after school and then I wake up at like 5. So like I understand that part, but like sleeping until 5 the whole time.
Well, yeah, he's homeschooled, so I mean, he
Wait,
can
hold
pick,
on.
like,
I'm
whenever
going to
he
continue with
wants.
the story. He said, you know, he had a long day that day. You know, he had to, like, go to school and deal with people. I'm like, okay, all right. You know, I don't do that every day, you know,
please.
or anything.
Cry me up a river.
Yeah, for real.
No, and then I told him it's 5 o'clock. I get up at 6 a.m. every single day. And you're complaining, and you know I have to be at school for like 6 hours. You know you're at school for what, 2 maybe?
And he doesn't even do his schoolwork. He waits till the weekend to do it.
Yeah.
We really want to play with him. He always has to do his fucking schoolwork. At least for us.
Especially during podcasts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but guys, I mean, as interesting as this does sound, you know, bagging on somebody, I don't think the viewers understand what the fuck is going on right now, and I think we should probably go on to another life story. But we all can connect with it pretty well.
One more thing.
Alright, go ahead.
So you guys probably don't know, but in middle school, like after school, I didn't really like doing anything. I just like sitting around, you know, typical middle schooler. He compared him lying in bed at 5 p.m. to the fact that I was lazy in middle school. He said I didn't judge him for that, but I'm like, that set me over the edge. That is what really pissed me off, because he never does anything. He takes his dog on a walk maybe once a month. Okay,
That's actually really bad. Dogs need exercise.
Yeah, it's
really
like
bad for
I'll
your
even
dog.
offer like, hey, let's go take your dog on a walk, and No Name's like, nah, I'm too lazy. Obviously, he doesn't say
Cat
lazy.
then,
Okay.
dude. Cats are independent. If you that's the thing I hate. Okay, if you aren't mature enough and responsible enough to deal with an animal, don't get a dog. Get a cat. Like, I'm not trying to bag on cats or anything. I love cats. I actually kind of want to get one, but here's the deal: cats are so much more independent. With a dog, they require a lot of attention. With a cat, they do like I've seen like my friend Andrew, his cat's really yeah, but with my friend Andrew, his cat is really like really needy, I guess you could say, really high maintenance. She always wants to be like petted and stuff. And you do find cats like that, but generally speaking, they're always independent. So
Especially when there's more than one cat. Usually when there's more than one cat, especially if they're related, then there's no need for like anybody's interaction because they're constantly playing. Actually, I just got 2 kittens and they're both females, and they love each other. They can't be anywhere without each other. I swear to God, you take one and like move it 10 feet away, and the other one can't find it, it'll start crying.
Yeah, like I have 2 cats. I love cats. Honestly, should have a cat, not a dog. Like,
whoa, whoa, whoa! No name. No name got a name. What?
Sorry. Edit that part out, Bruce. Edit that part out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll do that.
No name.
I didn't even
really
that.
have a cat, but it's like, because honestly, the only thing you actually have to do with a cat is feed it. Because the cat, like, if it wants attention and you're not going to give it, it's just going to go to somebody else for attention.
Yeah.
Yo, I have the same problem, you guys. I have cows. All you have to do with those bitches is feed them.
Yeah.
Cows?
Cute as awesome. They're like Oreos.
You have cows.
I have cows
C-O-W.
and I have a cat, so I have to feed them both at the same time. Fucking cute as fuck, though. I love them. And don't know what I would do without feeding them, so.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, those cute cows, man.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love my cats. Like, I feed them every day. Like, I give them attention, but like, the only thing you actually have to do is feed them. Sorry.
CJ, I'm sorry, but you just got roasted. Like, as soon as, like, you're over here like, I like my cats, and then he's over here like, I like my cows.
Actually, you guys know what? I have a cat over at my dad's. I have a cat over at my dad's. My mom and my dad are separated. But you know, that cat's more like a dog than any dog I've ever fucking seen. You know, like the missing part of a dog.
The orange one, right?
Okay, no, not the orange one. That's
no.
That's not my dad's, bro. Come on. Hey,
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No, but the thing is, the cat's more like a dog. The best thing is, the cat actually has some intelligence. Like, I'm not saying, actually, some dogs are really smart, but then you get those dogs that just kind of drool all over themselves, and you're like, yo, bro, you cannot slobber on me. And then, but this cat's just fucking badass. Like, when I was little, I'd go out in my dad's, like, field and go shoot BB guns with myself. Or by myself, not with myself. That just makes me sound like I'm jerking myself off. But, so, I go out there, and the cat's just, like, sneaking out towards me. He's like pure white, so, like, he's so fucking sneaky during, sorry about the language, so, he's so sneaky when it comes to snow. I've had this cat since he was little, like, my dad's house wasn't like really built all the way, so I would sleep on the couch, and when the cat was little, it would crawl up on me and like scratch the shit out of me, but it was nice and soft and cuddled with me. I love that cat. Love that cat more than anything. I love that cat.
Alright, so someone else should do the
Man and
life
his cat.
story.
Okay, I have another life story. I'm actually gonna let the group decide, because I actually have 2 that I can do, but I only need to do 1. Okay, my first one that I was thinking about, option A, is I left school one time at lunch, and I came back and I almost got suspended because we got caught. And the second time is a friend came to school drunk.
Oh yeah,
He got drunk more than class. And then I help him like dispose of some bottles, and then I was afraid that they're gonna call me into the office for questioning and stuff because it was on camera. And yeah. So I was just wondering, which one would you guys like to hear?
Can we talk about Anonymous C?
Okay, probably
okay.
2, but before you get into that, I just want to let everybody know too. Okay, so we're at about an hour 23 minutes, if I'm correct. It may look a little bit different if you're actually watching the video, but in my recording it says we're at an hour 23 minutes. I was wondering, do you guys want to continue to and leave off at like hour 30, or do you guys want to if you guys want, we could go on for, I don't know, actually, do you feel like 2 hours is too long? I feel like it might be.
No, I feel like
because I've seen some podcasts that go that long, but
hour 45 is nice.
We still need Colton to say something
About what?
he has life story, unless you don't want to.
I already did about my cat. My story, bro.
That was a life story.
My cat.
Was a lot.
Wait,
I don't know. We haven't done enough of these. We're gonna need to wrap it up. I think at hour 35. Let's go.
Yeah, no more too. Oh yeah.
All right. So getting into my story, right? So I come to school, and bell just rang. I'm gonna go head to my first period, and on my way, I see this kid, and he's probably one of my better friends. He's definitely one of my best friends. He hangs out with me a lot. I hang out with him at lunch, especially at lunch. We go places. He comes to school, and he just reeks. He smells like a brewery. He reeks of like some sort of like hard alcohol, and I'm like,
Are you influenced?
yeah, he's definitely under the influence. I was like,
Anonymous.
All right, I'll bleep it out later.
yeah.
Continue.
And he's like, yeah, I'm a little, and I was like, well, leg, and I was like, Carlos, that's not good. Like, you gotta like chill it, dude. And he's like, okay, I will. So he has the same first and second period. Like, it's like a 2-hour-long class. It's help with math, and he was apparently sitting in there drinking in plain sight. People were posting all over Snapchat. It was like it was widespread. Like, he was getting wasted, dude. He goes to the bathroom after second period. I see him stumbling, I see him fall over, and then he runs to the bathroom with like a group of girls. And so I walk in there, I'm like, where's Carlos? And they're like, oh, who's Carlos? You know, trying to play like this secret, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, seriously, I'm his best friend, I need to know where he's at, I need to like take care of him. They're like, oh, I don't know who you're talking about, who's Carlos? Can I have some gum though? And I was like, no, I'm going in the bathroom. And I walk in there, and he's like, hey, Spencer? And I'm like, are you wasted? And he's like, just a little. And I'm like, that's not good. And he's having trouble walking. And I had to try to help him, but he stumbled and fell, and he hit his head into a brick wall and passed out for at least like 5 seconds, and he wouldn't get back up. And I was like, I gotta get back up. And I realized I'm using his name like a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot, you asshole. I'm gonna have to edit all of this.
And I'm like, dude, you gotta stay in here. You gotta stay in here. You can't come out. But a teacher walks in, and he goes, come on, guys, get to class. I don't know this teacher. I've never seen this teacher. He was like a faculty member or something. He's like part of staff. I don't know. He's like, come on, kids, gotta get to class like now. And I was like, no. I was like, okay, man, you gotta ditch. I'm gonna help you. Ditch. So I get him to the edge of the school property, and the bell rings. And I have to head to class, or else I'm gonna be late, and I'll get like an office referral or something. Probably not, because my teacher was really cool. Is still cool. I was like, dude, you gotta go like now. Like, this isn't something to joke about. Like, this is gotta go. And he's like falling and stumbling. He's having hard trouble walking, and I was so worried about him. And I was like, no, dude, this is not happening. And apparently, one kid told on him to a teacher, and then the teacher called the office security guard. School security guard came down. It was like, hey, you come here now. And he walked right up to the security guard, willingly, not knowing and stuff. And I was, and I kind of led him there because that's where the security guard was waiting for him. And I feel so bad, but I was like helping him like empty some stuff out. And I was afraid they were going to call me into the office for questioning and stuff. And moral of the story is, don't come to school drunk, because he got emergency expelled for 45 days, and now he went to like some rehab program. He'll be back next week. It's been 3 weeks since, 3 or 4, 5 weeks actually. It was really bad. Like, I was freaking out. I was having a horrible day.
It's a very nice story. I liked it.
I thought some people would like it.
You know, it's not really much of a story, but just something I can say that relates to that is, you know, I remember, okay, well, my guy will actually be nameless, but, yeah, so, no name, yeah, no name.
You will mess up.
No, I'm not gonna do it, but, anyway, so, yeah, no name, it was, like, first day of school, and we were in the frickin', what's it called, sorry, I can't think here. Like the place where we have all the assemblies and stuff like that. We were there, basically. Yeah, well, was it in the gym at the time? I think it was.
That's where we have the assemblies.
Okay, CJ, you don't have to show me up here, make me look stupid in front of the podcast, but...
I know it's necessary.
Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. Anyway, it was the gym, but anyway, yeah, so... He's like stoned out of his mind, and he basically told me before, okay, so Bruce, you're going to help me get through the day, all right? And I'm just like, oh, okay, dude, all right, man, I'll do whatever I can to help you. And then he goes, like, if I blinked 3 times, it's yes. If I blink twice, it's no. And, you know, that was to help out with, like, really simple, like, situations and stuff. But at one of them, he blinked, like, 5 times, and I don't know what that means. I couldn't tell. Was it like yes and then no? Or, like, I was trying to put this together, but no, he legit blinked, like, 5 times. I'm like, dude, you need to go home. You can't do this.
you got a ditch.
Like, if anybody's ever had to deal with somebody who's under the influence of whatever, it is, like, the worst. It's so
hard.
Yeah, it's really hard. Really hard.
Them. Well, like, I remember I walked in the bathroom and my person, like, somebody was already trying to help him. And he's like, yo, dude, you got this guy? I got to get to class. And I was like, so, I guess. And he's like, all right, man, take care of him. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
He's so lost. Alright, well, I think this is a good wrap-up point. I don't know what you think.
Yeah.
Hope everybody has enjoyed this very wonderful podcast we have had tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. You guys have a great night. You guys have a great day. You guys have a great life,
Please.
actually.
Whatever time
Fan me up
it is.
in San Diego at Comic-Con.
Wait, before we do sign off here, just one thing I want to let everybody know, everybody who's watching, if you've made it this far into the video,
Which you probably haven't.
Well, actually, no, that wouldn't surprise me too much. For our last podcast, believe it or not, average time actually was 42 minutes. That's pretty impressive. But, anyway, if you've made it this far, all I'm going to say is this. I made a video earlier where I said that I was going to be uploading, like, live as stuff is happening, and then I was going to, like, post afterward. And, yeah, you guys, if you've been following me, you've seen the video and everything. All I'm saying is this, though. So, this is going to be, like, this is probably going to be uploaded around 10 o'clock, and for the next videos, I may make another one that's going to be maybe, like, possibly around 12 or so. Or it may get uploaded at 1 or something. But I plan on staying up, so I might upload again. Also, for our next podcast...
Like, 3s or something.
Yeah, and also for our next podcast, do you guys want to do... Didn't you have a guest speaker?
I did have a guest.
Yeah, we have a guest lined up there, Bruce.
Okay, so the next podcast will be in another, like, 10 months.
Oh yeah, no, we can't keep on doing this. Okay, so the deal with it is because we tried to explain it on another. We've recorded honestly. Okay, we haven't been slacking. We've recorded probably about 6 podcasts since our first one, but they've all been disasters for so many different reasons, and it's just hard coordinating and getting everybody together to do this. It's really not even that's that hard. It's just that I don't know. Well, for whatever reason, we haven't been able to make it work. But let's try our best to do it next week. And, yeah, I guess take it away.
I can't do it next week.
Okay, so...
Oh, you can't?
Okay.
Oh, there's still 4 of us, so we can do it.
Yeah, we have the guest speaker.
We have the guest speaker, so yeah.
Okay, so, anyway. For next podcast, we're gonna have a lot more controversy. Oh, I'm pretty sure
what is Kim Kardashian up to this week, guys?
Yeah,
talk about her.
Just a little sneak peek. Just a little sneak peek. I'm just gonna say this.
Nudes on www.fakenudes.com.
No, fuck.
She probably leaked them herself. God.
Alright, on a real note, though, there is going to be controversy with this other guy because a really, really funny comment that he made. And
I don't want to make him cry.
Well, no, Colton should really make him cry because he has beef. He should have beef.
Yeah, he has beef.
We got
Hey,
beef. I ain't gonna hate on nobody.
Ding, 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 ding. It's a really bad idea to put
okay.
that.
If you guys want to cry, throw some messages on the board
screen
saying you want me to cry, and I'll get Bruce to tell me them, and we'll work on that. If not, you guys are nice people.
War, baby.
So.
All right, and I was wondering for
Wait.
our next podcast, for the controversial thing, do you think we should actually? Because I was thinking about like maybe not for the next one necessarily, but for later on, we should have occasionally. Because I know this is a gaming podcast and stuff, and for the most part, it is gaming. We're all gamers, like I said before. We enjoy gaming. We're going to talk about that, but every once in a while, I think what we should do is we should have a podcast where it's just about something extremely controversial. Like, it's not even gaming. It's just something that will piss people off if you, like, form an opinion on it.
Oh my god, Kanye cheated!
Bruce.
Nothing like that.
Wait,
level,
Bruce.
Yeah.
You know, for those podcasts, we only need 3 people, me, you, and Jake.
That's a pretty good point, yep.
Or me, Evan, and Bruce.
Or
Yeah, but anyway.
Spencer and Bruce.
Or, you know, we should just have Eric.
yeah.
Actually, you know, Jake
Our regular-
doesn't do podcast anymore.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
isn't a part of it.
All right, we got 30 seconds. Anyway, guys, regular podcast time is 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll be there next week with a guest speaker. CJ's, you're not going to be there, right?
No, unfortunately, I do not think so. I will be in Leavenworth.
All right. So, yeah, he's not going to be there. You guys know everything.
that at?
Anyway.
You don't know where Leavenworth is?
Isn't that on the mountain? That's a mountain.
All right, it's good, guys. Let's say goodbye.
Good night, Vietnam!
All right, goodbye, guys.
Thank you, our Japanese followers. We appreciate it.